What it do, Fragrance Familia? It is your boy Johnny Sense here, back with another live, back with another video. And today, right now, we're going to talk about 5 of the best cologne fragrances you should be wearing this spring and shit, even summer too. There's some of these fragrances out here, some of these fragrances, these niche fragrances. Some of these niche fragrances are very popular, so I'm sure there's something here that might gravitate towards you. Something for everybody out here. So let's check them out. Well, what is up, Fragrance Familia? We are in here. We are back in the building, back in the lab. Shout out to you guys. Shout out to everybody showing some love, man. Easter was great. Hopefully, you guys had a good Easter going. But you know how we like to do it. Let's start off with some tunes while we let some people roll in. What's up, my boy? What's up? Shout out to Diego Torres in the building representing. What's up, my boy? Nice to see you again. It's been a minute. It's been a minute. Please let me know if the video is lagging or anything. I feel like I've been having some issues before. That's why I've been really slow with the lives. But we back in the lab, baby. We back in the lab. How you doing, my boy? What's your scent of the day? My scent of the day today was what I put on today. Oh, today was the sleeper. Bro, today was the sleeper. Today's was a little sleeper. It's called On the Rocks by Luciano. I don't know if you heard of that brand before. But yeah, pretty nice, bro. Look at this sprayer. Pressurized. And this one's supposed to smell like Dior Sauvage Elixir. Now, I know it's springtime and some people may be like, Dior Sauvage Elixir in spring? Boy, you crazy. And I would agree. However, we had some rain Easter in the morning and pretty much the temperature dropped. So this morning was like 45, 46. You know what I mean? And it was kind of chilly today. So I felt like it was a fragrance. And the best part about this one compared to Dior Sauvage Elixir, of course, it's not going to be exactly like the OG with the quality and everything. So I would say this one's a little bit dialed back, but the quality in here, man, don't be fooled, bro. And the bottle's nice. You just saw the sprayer, pretty clean, pretty clean. Send it today was Montal's Arabian Tonka. Bro, I had somebody, I think the last time I was live, I was super late. They mentioned that too. I haven't gotten my nose on it, but I need to get my nose on that thing. Arabian Tonka. What does it smell like to you and what do you rate it, bro? But I got sick after the Peso Pluma concert. I'm taking ill. Bro, I bet. Bro, shout out to Peso Pluma. I'm sure that was a litty concert, bro. I'm sure that you had a great time over there. Facts. Facts, dude. I bet a Peso Pluma concert go hard nowadays. So I don't blame you, G. I don't blame you. Sounds like you had a good time. Yeah, Luciano makes the clone for some of the LV fragrances. Yeah, so they definitely got very popularized with the Louis Vuitton fragrances. Their bottles are very like how do I say this? They're very like shit. They're very they're straight. They're straight. The one that I'm talking about is from like a hidden line, I would say. Shit. Just make sure I got this shit going. But yeah, bro, they definitely make some good fragrances, and the quality of their fragrances, surprisingly, are actually pretty effing good, especially for that one. I haven't tried none of their Louis Vuitton fragrances, but after trying these two, I would definitely say I would try the Louis Vuitton ones. This one's supposed to be their version of Sedley, which would be really nice for the spring and summer. And matter of fact, if you guys want, shit, I should probably do that after I talk about the main topic. But I should definitely do a fragrance battle between this one and the OG. I think I got a sample of the OG. I just gotta look for it and we could definitely run that up. But damn, man, I love that Selly scent profile. This one I feel like isn't exactly what I remember Selly to be. Of course, right? The quality, but it's still very smooth. I would say this one's like a little bit more sugary, slightly a little bit sweeter. So if you like that, other than that, definitely very aromatic. You get some green, musky, lavender, the whole, pretty much everything else from Sedley that I remember at least. But yeah, shout out to Luciano for making some pretty good fragrances out here, and they're very affordable. They're like what, like $40. Arabian Sanka is so nice. It's sugary, spicy vanilla fragrance. Oh yeah, with rose. Oh yeah. Tonka bean and oud. Okay. Dark, mysterious, sweet, but very loud. Hey, bro, shout out to you. Hell yeah, that sounds like a good fragrance. Hopefully, you had a good Easter too. I don't know if you did anything for Easter. Hopefully, it was a good time though. What was your scent of the day for Easter? Ice Lake hat on. It was my niece's birthday party. We went to Chuck E. Cheese's. So I was pulling baddies with this one. There was a little thick mamacita out there, man. Whoo! I was over there at Chuck E. Cheese. I was like, damn, this is like a missing watering hole. Kidding. Bro. Shout out to Arabian Sanka, though. Shout out to Arabian Sanka. So, real quick, I guess we can go ahead and go through the video. Today, I'm going to talk about 5 of the best uh, cologne fragrances you could be wearing for spring/summer. Some of these, and in today's video specifically, we're going to do niche clone fragrances. So all of these are going to be niche. There's something here for everybody. Most of these are popular. So I'm sure there's something here for everybody. And yeah, they're just really good and pretty strong. A lot of them are definitely very strong. So yeah, let's get it. I'll say starting off with number 5, you know, classic Turathi, Turathi's Blue, bro, by Afnan. This one, if you guys haven't smelt this one, is supposed to be a cologne of sprayer is not the best, but it's straight of Bulgari's Tiger. Citrusy, musky, woody, with some fresh spiciness from a buttload of ginger. Good ginger. There's another fragrance in here that has ginger. And now that I'm smelling the ginger, I'm like, okay, I can definitely see the resemblance in it. However, oh man, it's got a nice blue backbone in this fragrance. The only downside I would say about this one in particular is that when I first got it, buns, cheeks. The smell was not good. You're not gonna be pleased. It's not something that when you smell, you're gonna be like, "Ooh, that's good quality" or whatnot. But give it some time, give it some love. If you got a big ass collection and you're like, "Yeah, I can get a fragrance for cheap and give it some time to do its thing," totally worth it, bro. I don't know how much this one is nowadays. Probably at least 20, $30, no more than 30. I wouldn't spend no more than 30. But good fragrance, very loud, very musky. I wouldn't say it's office friendly. I've wore it in the office and I've had somebody say that it's a little too much. But I've also had the same person spray it, smell it, and be like, it's good. So it's a very controversial, interesting fragrance. But yeah, very punchy, musky, spicy with the ginger, but good as fragrance. Whew. Good stuff, good stuff. Nothing crazy for Easter, just a couple of brews. Yep. Rock Prisma Topaz Boozy Tropical Coconut Fragrance with lime, saffron, yang lang, sugar, rum, tobacco, and vanilla. Damn, that sounds crazy. Is that like an indie fragrance or a niche fragrance or something? Prisma Topaz. What is that? Gotta look that up, bro. I gotta look that up. Prisma Topaz. Oh shit. Y'all ready for this? Y'all not ready for this? Sheesh. We got sweet for my dudes or dudettes that like sweet fragrances. Definitely a lot of bangers that I found that have sweet fragrances, so don't be scared of that. Citrus tobacco, that's an interesting three-piece combo. I don't think I've heard of that one. Warm spicy coconut, vanilla, wood, rum, amber, and metallic note. Oof, that sounds pretty wild in a good way. In a good way. And that bottle looks slim. Perfect. This is what I like. 4.54. It's on the Oriental side, encapsulating Miami, Florida in red. Boom, it says right there. Sold. I don't know who the perfumer is, Isaac Hilton. Sounds like Homeboy was in his bag though. Lime, saffron, coconut, sugar, yangling, jasmine, osmanthus, tobacco, rum, ambergris, tonka, and cedar. Yeah, I'll have to get my nose on that. That sounds crazy, my G. Sounds like a great fragrance to wear for spring and summer for sure. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, hell yeah. I'm getting the OG version of Turathi Blue Bulgari Tiger hopefully sometime this month. Okay, you gonna get like the actual full bottle? Do I have that? I need to get the sample so that I can eventually do the fragrance battle for that one. But I think in my first batch that I got for specifically these fragrance battles, I don't think so. But I'm gonna have to look in the vault. Yes, it's an indie house. The perfumer Isaac Hilton behind City Rhythm Fragrances. He went to do his own blends. They're very strong stuff. For my peeps that like strong fragrances, this is probably something you want to peep. Shout out to Diego Torres, 70, going to a Peso Pluma. Hopefully you feel better, my guy. He just gave game on a banging fragrance. Bro, y'all go check him out too, bro. Y'all show him some love. He just gave us game on Topaz by Prisma Parfums, a unisex fragrance. The dude that was behind City Rhythm is out here doing his own blends, and they do like strong stuff. So if you like strong fragrances, definitely go check them out. I know I am. Oof, Citron, bro. Don't even get me started with Citron. What fragrance was it that I fell in love that had citron first, bro? How am I gonna forget that? Was it Blue Noir? Bruh, I had a crazy citron. Oh, I think it was this one. This is another one that's crazy citron. For my citron lovers, bruh, I gotta try this Prisma citron. I'm sure, bro. I'm sure. So this one right here, Jimmy Choo Ice. Yeah, Jimmy Choo Ice. This one got citron on the top. This one's supposed to be like Dior cologne, a lemonade type of smell, musky, aromatic, citrus top. Pretty much it. Very light fragrance. Perfect for the gym. Jimmy Choo got that nice little pressurized atomizer as well. Woo! Very refreshing, man. Citron is very refreshing. I like citron. Citron's like the best part of like lime, lemon, and orange and bruh, citron's just great. Hell yeah, citron. Hell yeah. Damn, full bottle 4.2, bro. I know that gonna cost you a bag, son, but hey, it's a banging fragrance. Bulgari Tiger. If you guys don't want to spend 300 plus, 200 plus bottles, this one right here for 30 bucks. Like I said, give it some love, give it a little time. But if you worth it, if you can wait at least a month, a year, that's when it becomes banger. A month, that's where it starts smelling a little bit better and whatnot. But it needs some time for it to do its thing. Uh, yeah, bro. I've been sick for the longest. That's why I haven't been back out here, and I've been trying to fix out these bugs with these lives because I'm not trying to lag. I mean, we try to make good videos out here for you guys. Y'all already see the new setup, bro. I've been working hard out here trying to get this grind. You know what I mean? So hopefully everything's good, man. Hopefully everything's good. So hopefully you feel better. The next fragrance that we're gonna talk about. All right, moving on to the next one. We're gonna talk about. Let's talk about this one. We're talking about Peso Pluma, Miami. You know, we're talking about spring. You know, nice type of vibes and nice energy and whatnot. Let's talk about this. Y'all heard or smelt this one? King of Kings, Royal Noir Parfum. I got it off of Amazon. Definitely not something to pick up with your hand. Do not pick it up with your hand. Heavy bottle. Unfortunately, when I got it, it came with a little tink. I don't know if y'all can see that. But yeah, the sprayer's a little messed up. Sprayer's a little messed up because of it. But it sprays out some juice. It says parfum on the bottle. But then it says eau de parfum right here on the bottom. Bruh, make it make sense. I don't get it. I don't know why some of these people are really trying to fool people out here. Bad business. Not clean. But other than that, you guys can probably see some of the ridges right here. I mean, the bottle's pretty straight. The presentation is straight. You know, if you have it out there in your collection, it might be pretty cool. Definitely something that somebody might be like, ooh, okay, let me smell this one. I let one of my buds smell it because I had it for like another video that I never made. But he said that this one's he really liked this one. I think I let him smell like three other fragrances and or two other, and this one was his favorite out of the ones. I don't remember the other ones that I showed him. This one is supposed to be Lafayette's Bond number 9, Lafayette Street. Aromatic, fruity. You got some apple in there. Florals, you got like a some batch of florals in the background. I don't know exactly which ones. I feel like a little bit of orange blossom, maybe a little bit of sweet rose. It's a little. It's not really like lavender, geranium, something like that. But man, it's a very interesting fragrance, niche. I would say if you guys are scared of florals, you guys are like florals are not for me. This you can skip it. But if you guys like the Lafayette Street by Bond number 9, that type of niche fragrance, so you don't want to spend that much money. This one was a little bit on the pricier side. I want to say like 50 to 70 bucks. I don't remember, but check it out on Amazon. Uh I don't know if it's 70 bucks. I might have to say maybe the quality's good. Like I said, I got a little dink right here, so that just bummed me out. But other than that, the scent and the quality pretty straight. It's got some ambroxan in there too. So it's to me and vanilla. It's like a nice fresh vanilla, florally, musky, aromatic type of fragrance. Um, really good, sexy, I would say. I imagine like a nice tight white tee with some tight blue jeans and some white sneaks. Sort of action, casual, but you can also wear this a little bit more dressed up. You know, when you in Miami, you going on a date night with your girl, and you got one of those beach shirts and you want to unbutton a little bit, let that chest pop out a little bit. You know what I mean? This is perfect. This almost gives off like a little Scarface type of action. You got a chain going on, you know what I mean? Little swag going. This is it. This is it. King of Kings, Royal Noir. It took a while to like floral. I'm still hit or miss with some. I appreciate tuberose. Tuberose is pretty good. Jasmine. Jasmine is hit or miss for me. Magnolia. There's definitely been some Magnolia. I talked about Urban Manic Elixir. I think that actually has marigold. Now that I think about it. And some orange blossom, but not my favorite. Have you smelled Lafayette Street? Uh, I would say sample it or sample this. I get you. Florals is a very controversial because I kind of like florals. I agree with you. Florals can definitely be hit or miss. I've definitely had some bad experiences. But definitely florals is how do I say this, bro? It's like a note that like really brings in some sex appeal. It lightens up the fragrance, fluffs it up. Sometimes it could be too powdery, which I can get, but like Iris, bro, I don't know if you like Iris, probably not, but definitely some bangers in there. Florals could have some sleepers for sure. Tuberose is good. I remember 1 Million Parfum definitely has tuberose. Almost gives off like a creamy, almost lotiony type of vibe. I fucks with it. I fucks with it. Yeah, I get it. I like it at first, and then after a while, I don't care the well how it smells. Dryer sheet to me. Yeah, I get that. It's almost out of headache type, laundry esque for sure. Lafayette Street. That's what I'm saying. It's a great fragrance to have. You know, niche is some niche fragrances are very beautiful, but like, exactly, if you're like, I'm not a big fan of florals. I like the scent profile, but I'm not trying to spend the full money for it. But I would like to have it in my collection whenever I would like to remind me of it. King of Kings World Noir definitely is a decent one. I haven't smelled the Game of Spades one, but that one I've got my nose and is Johnny approved. I love Iris too. Woo! I'm gonna have a strict Iris live for all my Iris lovers, cause I love Iris too. And the newest Iris that I'm loving is this cheapy, bro. This Rayhan Obsidian goes stupid. Smells like Dior Homme Parfum, the OG, a little bit, and some of the new one, the new Dior Parfum, the 2025, which is good. People want to hate it because it doesn't smell like the OG, but if you take that aside and you just take it for what it is, especially for the people that don't like oud or super niche fragrances, the Dior Homme Parfum, banger, 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 banger. Moving along. Let's go ahead, since we were talking about the classic Turathi Blue as the first one, and we were talking about that ginger. Let's talk about this Marwa by Arabiyat Prestige. Cool looking bottle, nicer than the Jimmy Choo pressurized atomizer, but nonetheless has that going on. And this fragrance is supposed to smell like the infamous Louis Vuitton Imagination. And that scent profile is, imagine the ginger from the Turathi Blue, right? Ginger, the fresh spicy, soapy vibes. The other one's got like a blue deodorant, almost kind of like, sort of vibe. This one's more of like a soapy dish soap, you know what I mean? In the best way possible, of course, sort of vibe. Does this one have jasmine? I know it has a white floral in there, some citruses, musky and ambroxan as well. Great gym fragrance, in my opinion. Great everyday errand running, quick going spray, casual type of smell, type of fragrance. Beautiful. This one may be more mass appealing scent profile wise. May it is a little bit unique. I've had a friend in here who liked it but wasn't a love, so keep that in mind. But yeah, great fragrance, buttload of ginger. Oh, my only gripe with this one was big cautionary. When you first get this fragrance, ew, it smells like there's something yuck in there. It's like the ginger. You can almost smell like the skin of the ginger, damn near the hairs coming from the ginger. It's a little too strong. And maybe the cinnamon is a buttload. But give it like a week, Gucci gang, you Gucci. If you like iris, definitely have to check out the House of Celine. The entire house is focused on orris root iris. Will do, Celine. I think the only one that I smelled clone wise, imitation wise from them might have been this one. His Confessions by Latafa. Banger. Yeah, bro. Banger. Iris 2. Shit. Nice resin ambers. Let me just cause it's kind of that good for the price. We'll talk about we'll run this up real quick. Amber, vanilla, warm, spicy, powdery, iris, woody, aromatic, balsamic, lavender, and cinnamon, bro. This one, now that I remember, it almost gave me a little reminder of this banger that I really like. And kill me, I'm sorry, but this one's better than Dior Homme Intense in my opinion. This Valentino Uomo Intense, it's like a more modernized version of the Dior Homme Intense, bro. Fucking slapper, bro. That's a date night banger right there. And this one kind of remind me a little bit of it. And I forgot which other one, but there's another one that oh man, just beautiful. Lavender, cinnamon, mandarin, iris, benzoin, cypress, this mahonial, whatever that is, vanilla, tonka, amber, incense, cedarwood, patchouli, bro. Hold on, let me see. Was it supposed to be the Celine? Yeah, the Celine black tie. Boop. There you go. Yeah, buddy. Banger. Banger. Absolute banger. You would definitely like Celine black tie. Smells like powdery Dr. Pepper. Very gentleman dress up scent. Yep, absolutely do. That's like the affordable alternative. And if it smells, which I know probably better than that, yeah, you know my taste, G. You know my taste. I appreciate you. Real one. Shout out to Diego Torres again. He a real one, bruh. He a real one. He a real one. Moving on to the next one. Let's go ahead and talk about Herba Pura, another fragrance banger for spring and summer. Loud ass fragrance. The only gripe with this one, with some people, it's pretty unisex. It's a little bit on the sweeter side. I wouldn't say it's femme, but it's just a fruity fragrance. So if you like sweet, fruity fragrances, musky with some vanilla and some light woods, definitely want to check out. Nice bottle, plastic. Boom, you see the oil by Haramain. Nice shooter. And yeah, loud ass fragrance. You only need like 3 sprays of this when you're inside. Whenever you're outside running errands again, banger, man. It smells like Herba Pure again, like I said. If you guys don't like your fruity sweet fragrances, might be a skip. But if you guys haven't smelled the Herba Pura, which I don't even think I need to after smelling this, to be honest with you. But I'm gonna definitely get my nose on it. Definitely after smelling this, I definitely like it, and definitely one I would check out. Yo, Diego, am I lagging, bro? Am I lagging? I feel like I'm lagging. But let me know. And last but not least, might be a sleeper for some of you guys. It's been a while, hasn't had a lot of hype. Divine Asylum by French Avenue. This was when French Avenue was coming in the game. This was before Liquid Bruin, before they finally got their big blow up. This was one that shout out to Neeb from Aromatics. Y'all go check him out. He put me onto this one. He said that this one was the best version of Elysium by Rojas. If you guys can't tell by the design of the bottle, it definitely looks fancy and classy. And it has this bottle looks fancy and classy. That's exactly what this scent profile evokes as well. This is a beautiful fragrance that I love. I smell the herba pura. It's damn near overpowering this one. That's how strong that one is. But I'll even put this bitch on my skin. Oh yeah, citrusy, aromatic, limey. Some masculinity, but right now off the rip is citrusy. Aromatic, a little fruity. Okay, I believe there's a little bit of apple. I feel like there's another fruit in here. There's a bunch of some herbals and greens. If you guys look at the Roja Elysium on Fragrantica, you guys will see it'll have a buttload of notes. But man, a beautiful, classy, great fragrance to wear anytime, anywhere. Not super strong. It's eau de parfum. This one has 80% volume of alcohol, so only 20% of oil. But man, if you like your citrusy, classy, gentlemanly, but also a little bit more casual, but could also be dressed up, like I said, perfect for anytime, anywhere. This is a fragrance for a man who's got his shit together. You know, it smells like you making the bag. If you get into the bag, Divine Asylum. It go crazy like an asylum. It's crazy. Beautiful fragrance. Shout out to Roja by Elysium Parfums. But yeah, guys, those are 5 of the best cologne fragrances to wear for spring and summer. These fragrances in particular are all niche fragrances. We'll run through the line real quick again. As number 5, we have the classic that's already been blown up and talked about a lot, Turathi Blue by Afnan. Smells like Bulgari's Tiger. An expensive ass fragrance, bro. How much is it for like the 4.2 ounce? Crazy, but I think it's like closer to 300. We talked about the last one, beautiful sleeper, Divine Asylum, smells like Roja's Elysium Parfum. Obviously, it's not going to have the exact expensive quality of materials like the original, but for the price that you pay for these, which are 50 bucks or under, beautiful fragrance. We also talked about Marwas by Arabiyat Prestige. That one smells like Louis Vuitton's Imagination. Amber Oud by Haramain, a banger, fruity, sweet, musky, little vanilla and clean woods type of fragrance. By Haramain, smells like Herba Pura. And then if you guys like the Lafayette Street, King of Kings, Royal Noir. 5 bangers that you guys should definitely check out. Let's do a quick little intermission over here because I'm seeing a little something. What's y'all scent of the day? Shout out to you guys. Hopefully, you guys had a great Easter again. Shout out to my boy Diego Torres, man. He was giving out some game earlier. He was letting us know to check out. Shit, I forgot what it was, but it was Prisma's Parfums, the Topaz. Great fragrance. The creator of that brand also deals with City Rhythm. that has also popularized that brand. City Rhythm Miami, I believe, was like the most popular one. Beautiful, beautiful fragrance. But yeah, we also mentioned my scent of the day today, real quick, which was the Luciano's on the Rocks. Okay, smells like Dior Sauvage Elixir, not as strong, perfect, perfect for right now. I already showed you guys. Oh man, I love these pressurized atomizers. They're very fun to press. We talked about Luciano's Titan, the Minion, smells like Sedley. Man, see, look, I'm not even trying to promote these people. These people just know how to do it, bro. Nice blast of fragrance. The quality of the juice and the ingredients seems really good. Shout out to Luciano. Shout out to all the brands. We had we had King of Kings. We had Haramain. We had Arabiyat Prestige. We had French Avenue, and we had Afnan. Damn, we talked about 5 different brands as well. Banger. You guys want? Look, let's talk about summer. Some of you guys might be at the beach. Some of you guys already got plans for Miami. I think a lot of people with their kids got spring break off, so I'm sure a lot of them. I know a coworker of mine went to the beach. Yeah, it's not hot enough in my opinion. It's not summer quite yet. But if you guys are trying to look for a fragrance to wear for summer, get ahead of the game, bruh. And you're not trying to break the bank. You like, I want a banger, but I'm not trying to spend money. Bro, what? Cod Lodge. Cod Lodge is out here on the come up. Woo! Woo! Another pressurized atomizer. I'm gonna be right back, y'all. I'm gonna go open the door because somebody just rang the doorbell and I'm not trying to get kicked over in. That's gonna be my baby. Give me a quick set. Ooh! Coconut, iris, tropical vibes, pineapple. I'm coming, baby. I'm coming. I'm coming. Sorry, girl. Sorry, I'm live. Okay. Oh my goodness. For sure. We back. We back. Oh man, that smells delicious. Smells like Jean Paul Gaultier's Le Beau Le Parfum. You guys probably heard it. Just perfect for the beach vibes. Almost like a pina colada. Yeah, like a pina colada. Absolutely. My favorite LV Freshie is Meteor. I fell in love with it at first sniff. I keep hearing about that. Everybody keeps talking about imagination, and the scent profile is cool, but it's more casual, not as classy for me. It gives me more like a gym scent sort of vibe. But Meteor, I might be underrated. I think people might be gatekeeping, so I'm gonna definitely get my nose on Meteor. I forgot what the Cod Lodge. I don't know if it's that one. I think it might be that one. But I know there's a white version of this one that's supposed to smell like a LV one. That's a new one. I don't know. I wouldn't recommend that one. At least I haven't smelt it, but I don't know. Just based off of this one, it's good. This one smells like Bad Boy Cobalt Elixir, another banger for the spring and summer. That one's good. It just needed some time as well for it to develop for what it is. And the juice and everything is good. Again, another collage one, so it's good. Uh, my gripe with it is that it's just leaking, bro. I got 2 bottles that janked up. 2 bottles. But this shit right here, not okay. This is not okay. It fucks up. The whole thing. I had juice leaking. Have you guys ever had an issue where you guys have juice leaking out of your bottle? Bro, it's like one of the worst feelings ever, bro. And then I had some juice leaking, and I wiped it on a white tee. Actually, sheet. I don't think it's this one, but I wiped it on a white tee like this, bro. Stain, stain. That's not cool. That's not cool. But other than that, the juice is great. Uh, Bad Boy Cobalt Elixir. If you guys like that scent profile, another pressurized one, fucking banger. Loud, fruity, juicy plum. That's what I'm here for. That's what I like in my casual, bro. Like a nice, juicy, fruity vibe. You got lavender in here. Oh man, aromatic. The difference between that one and the OG, which I dropped the video, but really quick so you guys don't have to watch that. This one is more aromatic, more mass appealing, a little bit more casual. So this is for the young buck. This is for the bull. This is like 15 to 20. This is like 21 to 30. Okay. It's got patchouli and oak moss. That's why I didn't really like it in the beginning, because in the beginning it was like wet woods type of vibe. It was a little too punchy, and it wasn't the best smelling it on skin. In the air, fantastic. On the skin, I wasn't a big fan. But now it dialed back a lot, a lot, a lot. You can still pick it up a little bit in the background. So if that's something that wouldn't please you, I get it. Skip it. But if you guys like a little bit of raunchiness, you guys like a little bite, you like a little bit of the in your fragrance, that make it a little bit more like, I don't know, unique, I guess you could say. Well then, yeah, Codlodge smells like Bad Boy Cobalt. Fucking banger, dude. This is, woo. Oh yeah, nice geranium, lavender, plum, truffle, making a little bit different and adding like a little earthy vibe to it. Man, fucking great fragrance. Great fragrance. I am due to refill soon my Lemensite and Imagination. Yes, Lemensite. I need to get my nose on some Lemensite and the actual Lemensite. Y'all remember the alt brand, bro? Yo, fragrance fans, do y'all remember the alt brand? y'all, y'all heard of this brand, or this brand really became popular when the Creed Aventus was really blowing up, and this was one that they were pushing out. I remember when I first started my fragrance content and journey and whatnot, this brand was promoting a buttload of the stuff, and they became popular with the Aventus. It's like straight, very strong, punchy, chemically, uh, good quality, but compared to a lot of these other bangers that I have and I talk about, the quality is just not up to par. But Immense is my Lemensite. This bitch is gonna ooh. It's been sitting for a minute, so I know that shit gonna be strong. I still smell that collage, bro. I'm still smelling that collage, yo, and that shit smells good. There we go. I like the Lemensite. The Lemensite is like more masculine, a little bit more classy. I think I like it more than the Imagination. I feel like if both of those could combine themselves, a little bit of soapy vibe in there. Woo! But this, for what it is, ambers. So that's why I didn't really like it in the beginning, because something about like the resins was like a little maybe too much. That's probably just because of the extrait, but citrusy as well. If I remember ginger, I do remember ginger, strong on the ginger, so very fresh, spicy, aromatic, citrusy, nice niche fragrance for sure. At least want to get your nose on. Like I said, I'm gonna get a sample of the OG at least. I got to. But this was one in my very beginning, early fragrance journey. One that I got. It was cool, but not one that I would say go buy. Probably just go sample the OG. Yep, that would be my 2 cents on that. Damn, poor build quality. Are you talking about me, bro? I need to start hitting some push-ups. See, usually with a mass-produced product like clones, they don't focus much on quality with the bottles. Yeah, see, that was something else that was talked about. This fragrance, they were like, the bottles may not look really nice and whatnot, but they focus more on the juice. It is true with this brand. However, I don't know if it's maybe the Lebensite scent profile. I want to blame it on the extrait, the concentration of it. Uh, but yeah, it's a good fragrance. It just took me a few wears to really enjoy and appreciate this scent profile. It wasn't an immediate love like some other fragrances. But Lemensite is definitely one that I would recommend in the Louis Vuitton realm for sure. Definitely interesting one. Oh yeah, yeah. Poor build quality indeed, bro. Like, what is this, bro? What is this? Have you guys ever seen a like a little pecker, bro? Crazy, crazy. Yeah, classy and very good stuff. Absolutely, absolutely. Another one, fruity, sweet. I would say I like this one more than I like this Herba Pura. But if you really like this type of vibe, then this is one that you really may enjoy. I DM'd up a subscriber, man. Shout out to him, bro. I put on game on this one because we agree that we liked, my girl. She has the Versace Dylan Purple. If you guys need to get a fragrance for your chick, that's definitely a beautiful one. Fruity, musky, a little bit of florals going on there. Some aquatic vibes with some Freesia and Rose. Frisian Rose you get here, man. Azure Royale by Ahmed Agbribi. I can't really pronounce the name. Don't shoot me for it. Extrate. But this one smells so much better. You guys ready? Y'all know how I like it. A little pressurized right there. Beast. I want to say beast, but this one's very strong. Of course, it's an extrate. Sweet, fruity, musky with some clean woods. A little bit of aquatic vibes and a little bit of florals from that Freesia and Rose. Great fragrance. A little bit on the unisex. Compared to the Versace Dylan Purple, this one's a little bit more masculine, got a little bit more cleaner woods in there. The women's is a little bit more women florals and some added fruity citruses. But this, again, shout out to Neeb. He put me on this one as well because he compared it. He said that this was the blue talisman with the Versace Dylan Purple. I haven't smelled the blue talisman by Ex Nihilos. Very popular fragrance that has blown up as well. So I wanted to get my nose on that sort of scent profile. Pear is the fruit in this one. I love pear in my fragrances, especially in my fruity fragrances. And that's the blue talisman with some like orange blossom and some other stuff going on there, musky as well. So that's what this is: fruity, sweet, juicy pear, Freesia aquatically floral notes, a little bit of some sweet rose, some clean woods, and some musk. Great fragrance. Lasts for a very good time. Yo, I don't know if I'm tripping. I think I'm really tripping. Oh, I'm tripping. I thought I said 20% volume. It's 64, 20% volume. When have you guys ever seen that in a fragrance? This brand, if you like your strong fragrances, long lasting fragrances, might be it. If this is 64, do the math. It's going to be like 6, 3, 36. 36 oil concentration that is higher than your regular 20% of the parfum. Strong, good, sexy, sweet, lovely fragrance. Perfect for every day for spring and summer. Banger, 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 banger. Banger, 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 banger. Dior Sauvage scent profile is overplayed, in my opinion. It's good, it's great, it does what it does, it's cool. I don't recommend it if you're building your fragrance collection. I would say it's a great sample to have, to always have on deck. uh but I don't know if I would spend it on the actual thing. The quality Dior does their thing, they're in their bag. They're a really great fragrance house for men, especially for beginners. But at least for me, I'm done. I'm done with the Dior Sauvage, so I don't want to spend the money on it. But I like it. I like Dior Sauvage. You can't hate on Dior Sauvage. You gotta like it. So whenever I want my fix, French Avenues, Zenith Blue. Cool bottle by French Avenue. Yeah, decent, decent fragrances. Some classic ones that you definitely need to have in your fragrance collection if you have not. The Versace's Pour Homme EDT, Dylan Blue. If you don't know, now you know, definitely get them. I'm cool with what I got. The 1 ounce bottles, definitely great ones to have in your collection, but maybe not ones that you want to get full bottles of, especially if you plan on building a large collection. It'll take forever for you to finish them. However, if you like designer fragrances, but you're not trying to spend that much and you like to shop from discounters, then those are cool. If you like to have a small collection, the Versace line is good. I like the Versace line. It's beginner friendly. However, it is Versace really brings in like kind of a Greek or mythological, I would say, almost sort of vibe in their fragrances. At least in the Versace Eros Flame, I think that they brought that heat in, and they brought in some of that Oriental vibe as well in this Dylan Blue. But if you guys want something more mass appealing, easy to like, don't even have to think about it, or have a couple wears to you figure out that you like it. Versace Arrows, everybody talks about it. Skip for me. But this one, Pour Homme, that one's nice too. A sleeper. A sleeper. I still don't see not much people talk about it. And I don't know why. Diego, do you like the Y itself myself scent profile? We talked about florals and we talked about orange blossom, and you said that florals could be like a hit or miss. So I'm interested is the myself scent profile. Do you like that orange blossom, or is it a little too? Would you say that the YSL myself is a little too simple? For as expensive as it is, would you say that it's a little too boring per se? Great fragrance. YSL myself is perfect. Popular men's fragrance for a reason. Again, like Dior, YSL makes good quality, high quality fragrances. However, I feel for what it is, bergamot, orange blossom, patchouli, and ambrofix. Ambrofix is the only different vibe. Other than that, everything else is pretty generic and basic in my opinion. This one is a slightly more elevated. As ceramic-y as this bottle looks, the scent profile is almost like it. This one is the same thing, but instead of the regular bergamot citrus top note, you get a little bit more of an aromatic, slight green herbal coming from juniper. And the juniper, Almost sprayed it on my face, fam. Beautiful fragrance. Casual with a little bit of classiness in the background. Perfect, 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 perfect. This is a little bit, Love Edition, Gucci Guilty Love Edition. I don't know if it's on discounters. I actually need to see so I can get another bottle. My girl got me this fragrance. Shout out to girls who get their dues fragrances. They definitely need to get their dues fragrances. Great, great fragrance, bro. I love that one. If you're not a fan of the Myself DNA, I get it. I get it. Is it too basicy or something? I'm not sure. That one is like, in my opinion, like a slightly more niche but mass appealing way. If you like almost like that play vibe that product Black has, nowhere near that. But imagine kind of like that play. Some people like that about this fragrance. And bro, that Gucci Guilty Love Edition, when I made a video a while ago, when I first started first purchase, I remembered I had some folks hit me back up saying that it was a great fragrance and that they really enjoyed it. So at least I get my nose on it. But if not, I totally get it. Myself DNA is great, is cool, but it's also like for the price, the show is like meh. Some little tunes that me and my homeboy made in the background. If you like Bear, even though it isn't prominent, you gotta check out Prisma Amethyst. Bro, you put it on game with Prisma brand. Shout out to Diego again. He put us on with the Prisma brand. Y'all definitely check him out. Prisma Parfums. He mentioned, which one was it again? Give me a sec, give me a sec, give me a sec. My brain's going crazy. He met Prisma Citron, which if you're a Citron fan, again, we talked about Jimmy Choo Ice. If you guys like a refreshing, nice citrus, I definitely recommend Citron's cool. I would say Prisma Citron sounds like an interest for me. And Prisma Topaz, which I had a lot of single notes, rum, vanilla. I had a little, man, it was going crazy. It was going nuts. But if you like beer, even though it isn't common, you gotta check out Amethyst. It's like a much better ultra male and not cloying. Sweet smells like blueberry muffin and strawberry. Sounds very decadent, very delicious, almost gourmand, would you say? Yeah, that sounds like a banger. So since we're on the topic of spring fragrances and what to wear, I've already mentioned this one before, but just to throw it in the ball here real quick, what are y'all's thoughts on the Prada's Harry Digny? There's been love and hate with this fragrance in particular from the Prada. Prada, in my opinion, has made some of the best men's fragrances out here. I just like the vibe. They make pretty mass appealing fragrances, adding like a little bit of uniqueness in their scent profiles. I feel like, but also mass appealing. And yeah, they're just good. They're just good fragrances. Not strong, not doing anything crazy. I like this sprayer. Shoots a lot of nice juice when you put it on your skin. And again, if you do not like the Myself DNA, what are your thoughts on this? This has bourbon geranium. This has bergamot musk. Has benzoin. You even get a nice like resiny type of vanilla little vibe in the background, and I think it has like some balsamic nuances in here from like toad balsam or something like that. Crew balsam or some shit like that. Man, all I know is that this is a great fragrance to have. This is, in my opinion, a 7.8. I give this a 7.8. And cool. Nice, cool little bottle. Definitely perfect for a younger buck. maybe somewhere between 18 and 25. That's the range that I would put that fragrance. Not super classy, but you can wear it pretty much anytime, anywhere, for church or anything like that. It's too dryer sheet for my taste. Plus, I wasn't a fan of the DNA. It gets a lot of hype, but I couldn't bite into it. The Are we talking about the myself DNA? Because if we are, absolutely right. It's the orange blossom aldehydes. Some notes really bring in that dryer sheet sort of smell. What are your thoughts? Since we're on the whole dryer sheets, and we talked about Lafayette Street. Lastly, I gotta know, bro. What about this one? The Prada Loan EDT. Let me know if you like this one. This is a dryer sheet as well. Great dryer sheet in my opinion. Again, making it a little bit unique. There's something in there. But there's definitely a lot of floral action going on there, so I can see if you wouldn't like it for sure. For sure. But let me know what your thoughts are on Prada Loan. Because I definitely hyped up Prada Loan in two of my videos lately as a great spring fragrance. Definitely one that I would definitely recommend for you to have in your collection. It's one that, even if you have like a small bottle like that, it's one of those, obviously spend your hard earned money as you would like, but at least some of these fragrances that may not be the biggest fan of, I can appreciate some of them because some people might just come and look at it, smell, and then say some positive things or negative things or whatever, but it's just cool. I don't know, always gets me compliments. I always get people saying, "Ooh, somebody smells fresh," but they say it in a way that's like not basicy. It's like they're saying like somebody smells fresh and clean, different, and I like it. That's pretty much what it translates to when I hear people's reactions when they comment or compliment on that one in particular. Everybody knows Jeremy Fragrance, that dude, the German legend in the fragrance community. He made Office for Men. I don't want to spend. I love Jeremy Fragrance. We'll support him in a different manner. But bro, spending that much money on your fragrance, ridiculous. Now you can get it for cheaper. Celestia Blue, bro. Diego, I don't know if you've tried The Office for Men. I'm not sure. What are your thoughts on that? Uh, I would say though, since we talked about the Louis Vuitton La Mesite and we talked about this one, there was something in here that kind of reminded me of that. When I first got that, I was like, smells good. It's citrusy, musky, punchy, fresh, spicy. Okay, the notes were different, but I was getting some sort of resemblance as of the Louis Vuitton Immensity, and I liked it. So this fragrance is definitely a like for me. Off of first impressions, I definitely liked it. Celestia Blue by by Fragrance World, my bad. And yeah, I mean it's an interesting bottle or whatever, but the smell, I saw that. Broxton, yeah, man, great fragrance. Great fragrance. I'll give that one like a 7.88. It's really up there for me. Yeah, Office for Men is a cash grab, not a fan. Cool. But if you guys are curious, whether you guys want to judge Jeremy Fragrance or just review or for whatever, if you guys are like Office for Men, Jeremy Road, it's cool, bruh. But I'm not trying to spend that money. I'm not trying to support that cash grab. But I want to see what you're talking about. Get your nose on this one. By French Fragrance World, Celestia Blue. That's what it's supposed to smell like. Office for Men. So that's why I say if you like that La Mesite kind of scent profile, kind of like that ambroxany, almost like a fresh spicy, maybe from ginger, but it doesn't say ginger in the notes. Uh, yeah, something about it reminds me of ambers. It might be the ambers. Just reminds me of a little bit of La Mesite. Ooh, I really like that fragrance. One that I would not recommend, at least the clone, and I would definitely recommend the OG. I did a fragrance battle a while ago. This is Fragrance World's Guillaume's Sport Parfum. And this one is, if you like $20 fragrance, you like $20 cool, throw it in the gym bag. I just want $20 and I just want it to smell decent at least. I don't have to think about it. I can wear it anytime, anywhere. You're the type of dude that throw it in the car, even though you shouldn't. Now, yeah, sure, cool. But I would definitely get the OG, and it's supposed to smell like Dior Homme Sport. Quality is different. Worth it, in my opinion. This one definitely smells a little bit more cheap, but if you guys don't mind that, definitely a great fragrance. It's a sporty vibe meets a classy vibe. It's like a classy sporty vibe. So this is a great one. Makes it seem like you got your ish together, but this is definitely one that even if you didn't, it's good. You'll pass and you'll smell at least like a clean, like your hygiene's on point. Yep. Look at the OG. A clone that I would recommend, as well as the OG, but this one's cool too. Just a little bit more soapy lavender and a little bit more aldehydic than the OG. But yeah, Parfum. Dude, YSLY Le Parfum clone. I have it here as one of my highly recommended, great men's fragrances with the shorter bottles. But man, get your nose on it at least before they discontinue this one. With the YSLY Le Parfum, bro. Just the YSLY Le Parfum, that whole line. Great fragrance, great fragrance, great fragrance. Great fragrance. Since we were roasting a little bit on the YSLY myself, DNA scent profile, I would say that I wouldn't spend my money on the YSL one. I would just say go ahead and get this one. Fragrance World's Oneself. Pretty much smells exactly like the YSL. The only difference is the quality, but don't spend 100 plus on the YSL myself, but a parfum. If you guys want that, definitely look into the all silver bottle. But $20, some of the best $20 you can spend. I would recommend this one for sure over this cheap one. It took a week for it to get to as good as it is, just because the citrus was a little messed up. But nonetheless, a great fragrance for $20 if you want to smell like fresh, clean orange blossom. A sleeper, subtle fragrance. You want to smell subtle, classy a little bit, but you want to smell also sexy, citrusy. Got some cinnamon, black pepper in the middle. You got some watermelon in the top, some lemon, some mandarin, some tonka, ambers, musk, woods. Says it in the name. Cheek for Men by Carolina Herrera. Oh man, what a what a beautiful fragrance. The French Avenue that we talked about earlier in the video, spray in this hand. I can still kind of smell it, aromatic, a little sweet, very light, almost skin-like, delicious fragrance. And this one's similar like that. There's some people out there that don't like super strong fragrances, and you don't need a fragrance lasting forever. This one's a little punchy in the beginning, a little bit more chemically. This is a little bit older, but man, dude, great fragrance as well. You guys probably can't see that, but right now my arm is glistening a little bit. But it's not a super strong fragrance. I just had it for a while. But yeah, almost like a watery, juicy, a little aquaticiness, lemon, cinnamon, like I said. Very masculine fragrance. Shout out to Carolina Herrera. You don't hear them often besides the Bad Boy line. This is definitely one. I forgot about the 2i2 VIP, but if you're from that timeline and you appreciate Carolina at that time, bro, sleeper right here. Hidden gem. Definitely don't hear a lot of people talking about that. Bro, say less. I don't even think I have a Discord. I don't have a Discord, but I'm gonna, if you want, just DM me. I'm gonna go ahead and put my Instagram there. But yeah, you can hit me up on Instagram, and we can definitely do it there until I figure out the Discord shit. Cause I ain't got no Discord. Or help me figure that shit out. I would love to have a Discord. Another banger. Actually, let's go back to designer here. The Sony Barone. Another one. It's not breaking the bank. Great presentation. Magnetic cap. A little, eh, little pressurized, but just a nice sprayer. TikTok, TikTok, TikTok. I've been trying to go harder on my TikTok. In a sec. But yeah, that should be it. But yeah, bro, you can hit me up at any one of those, and I definitely would love to chop it up with you, bro. Absolutely, absolutely. We could definitely get that going. I'm gonna go ahead and let's talk about two more, and then I'm gonna have to call it because it's getting about that time, and your boys gotta go to sleep. I had shitty sleep this weekend. I had 3 days in a row where I went to 4 o'clock in the morning going to sleep, bro. Crazy. The boy is dying. Aqua di Gio Parfum, that's easy work. Armani Code Parfum. Dang, let's stay with, man. I think I'm starting to know my type. Armani Code Parfum, nice fresh iris. Classic. Armani Code is known for their tonka bean and cedarwood combo in the dry down. They were in their bag on this one. This one's great. Out of headache, bergamot leaves. So you got citrus with a little bit of green, citrus green. Then you got fresh iris, orris. You got aldehydes, and you got like something else I think in there with some tonka and cedar, man. Easy, easy. This is for any man. I'm sure you'll like this. And if not, please let me know so I can quit my job. This is a banger for sure. Man, and it's got a little classy sophistication in the scent profile as well, man. Beautiful fragrance. All right, bro. Shout out to you, Diego. Shout out to you for real. Armani Code Parfum is so underrated. It might have to be gay cat. It shouldn't though. There's no way this could be gay cat. It's a fucking banger. It's a fucking banger. Armani Code Parfum. It It's almost, I wouldn't say, because everybody in their fragrance journey is trying to find the one, just like your wife, you're trying to find the one. You know, for me, this is like almost like the one, but it's not. It's not the one. It's not. But nonetheless, she's definitely one that you gonna be sliding on. You know what I mean? You definitely gonna hit her up and be like, "Baby, let me come hit. This is that fragrance, bro. Beautiful, beautiful fragrance." Let's talk about a niche one that I'm actually curious. I might have to wear in spring and summer and see if it's worth it, because I know it's a little bit strong and a little bit on the heavier side. But for my niche lovers out there, Mancera Cedra Blase. Great, great fragrance. Oh yeah, and Armani Code Parfum absolutely gets overlooked. But Aqua de Gio and Stronger with you. And that's fine with me. I'll take it. Oof. Pressure, under pressure. Under pressure. I love pressurized atomizers. I didn't even know how many pressurized atomizers I had in my collection. I started doing this video with you guys. Love you guys. Fucking love you guys. And Sarah said Boise. Banger. Fruity, a little bit of leather. Not the biggest leather fan myself, but this is a leather that I can get down with. A little bit on the Malik side, but it's not in the forefront. It's more like kind of hanging in the background, but its presence is still a little bit known. Fruity notes, citrus notes. Man, so, I think it has jasmine. Banger, niche. And last but not least, let's go ahead and talk about a banging new cologne fragrance. I mean, this dude's pretty cool. I can't lie. You gotta give credit where credit is due. And Aromatics Need, he's been doing pretty well for himself in the fragrance community, and he absolutely deserves it. Full bottle, Frostbite. And this one, in my opinion, you get mango and blueberry as the main fruits in this fragrance. And when you look at the notes, you smell it, and if you smelled it before, shout out to Jasada, okay? Shout out to Jasada. Oof. Shout out to Jasada. It is like the first fragrance video that I ever made. Shout out to that. In short words, this one is like a slightly, it's like Dior Sauvage meets mango, giving it that tropical vibe to that scent profile, and a slightly more niche version of it. Fucking great fragrance. Dior Sauvage is great for a reason. The whole aromatic, fresh lavender vibe that it gives. That's that at tropical mango. Banger. This one, you look at the notes, very similar. I would say just add some blueberry in it. Blueberry is a note that I definitely haven't smelled or seen much in the fragrances or heard talked much about. But again, if you like your fruity fragrances, you like tropical vibes. Now that we're heading towards the spring summer action going on, it's warming up. Great, beautiful fragrance, fresh, clean, fruity, fucking great. Just like you guys, that fragrance is fucking great. The only problem with it, because it's called frostbite, I'm like, I'm not really getting that frostbite cool. No mint, no ice, which is cool. It's just the name kind of throws it off. But nonetheless, good fragrance. want to definitely check out. Did you try magnetic? Actually, you wouldn't like magnetic. I'm not tripping. Yeah, I'm not even gonna talk about it. Yeah, I'm not gonna talk about it because that one has like orange blossom and a buttload of it. Frostbite doesn't have that orange blossom. Does have a little bit of some florals in there, but not like the King of Kings that we talked about. You probably wouldn't depict it. It's covered by a lot of the mango and the blueberry in here. Okay, but like I said, if you smelled Jasada Ambassador, you're gonna get a lot of the same resemblance in this. Just add some blueberry, giving it more of a blue fruity nuance in there. And if you haven't smelled Jasada Ambassador, well then this one's pretty much gonna smell like Dior Sauvage in the best way, with some mango giving it a tropical vibe, and some blueberries giving it an additional fruity blue nuance to this fragrance, and a little bit different, almost like YSLY meets Jasada Ambassador Dior Sauvage. Great fragrance, bro. Great fragrance. Definitely wanna to sniff. Hit me up, bro. Hit me up. We could definitely do swaps. We could definitely figure it out, and we can do some shit where, you know, we look at our collection and whatnot, and we can help each other out for sure. Save each other some headache. But yeah, man. Shout out to Diego again, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up because I'm getting wired down. Shout out to Diego for real for showing some love, bro. Appreciate you, love you, man. Hopefully you feel better. I know the Peso Puma concert was going hard. Hopefully you guys had a wonderful Easter. We're trying to get back into this again. Hopefully there's no lag or anything. You guys let me know so that I can fix it. Nonetheless, if we're all good, well then we're gonna start doing these lives again. Hopefully, I'll try tomorrow, but I can't guarantee that. But I will definitely do it and come back again for Hump Day on Wednesday. And yeah, Diego gave us some game. He gave us some real deal spill on the whole Topaz, the Prisma Parfums. That's what it is. Prisma, Topaz, and Citron. And I think you mentioned one other one. But yeah, he gave us some game, y'all. So y'all show him some love as well. Absolutely. Which one was it? Which one? Amethyst. Prisma Amethyst. 100. Appreciate you, bro, for giving us some game and let us know what's up. Uh, yeah, put me on the expensive stuff for sure. I love the expensive stuff. I definitely sample a lot of the expensive stuff. It's just a little bit hard, especially in today's economy, to really get into it. I got a lot of stuff going on in the background, but I'm still getting back into the groove now that I moved into this new spot. So we're gonna start saving up, getting actual bottles, getting some of these newer smells, and some of these expensive bottles. I definitely need to grow my niche collection quite a bit more. Next live is gonna be Hump Day, Wednesday for sure. I'm gonna try to hop in tomorrow. Usually, I'm gonna try to get 8, but it looks like 9 o'clock is usually the time that I usually hop in. But I'm gonna figure it out with this new spot, new schedule, and everything. Tomorrow I'm gonna try, but no guarantees. But Wednesday, I'm gonna definitely make it happen. I'm gonna fight everybody unless something really important happens. But yeah, that's gonna be the live today. Love you guys. Like, comment, subscribe if you guys like this type of content. If you guys like this type of information. Love you guys. Appreciate y'all for all the support for real. See you guys next time on the next live or video. Peace.